Check this out, baby.
It's straight up. Where did the storms come from? We still don't know here in Santa Rosa. And look at the lightning. We have pictures of it. Dane Wigington says, well, show me pictures, Dane. Well, Dane, here's pictures. Here's pictures of lightning strikes. They're visible and invisible, but when they hit the particulate matter of air with all the soot and the smog and whatnot, they can be seen. But for the most part, they're invisible. So, Mr. Wigington, you need to correct yourself. We do have pictures of lasers. If you care to see, care to look, they're right here, Mr. Wigington, and you need to get up to speed on laser technology with all your expertise working on a Bechtel 30 years ago and on a cover of a solar magazine. So look at this house, folks. How did it burn? From above with a directed energy weapon. How about this one, folks? How did it burn? From above with weaponized directed energy weapons. And again, we'll leave the tennis court. We may use it someday when we scorch the rest of the earth for our Agenda 21. And wrapping around a pipe, steel wrapping around a tree. Can you tell me that's the new normal? And the animals, folks, we're seeing animals bloated from the inside. They've been targeted. And check this out. I didn't even have heard of this before. If you know anything about cymatics, these are waves in the ocean that are being terraformed or water formed through harmonic vibrational frequencies, whether they're being conducted from above or from below. I don't know. I'm just learning about this as well. But look at these wave patterns. They're clearly being generated by some type of sound vibration frequency technology, Tesla technology, free energy, vortex energy. And then take a look at this that I found on Facebook, posted in Finland. The Aurora Borealis gone wild. They're just effing with us, folks. We need to wake up. We need to take back our world and speak out and let your truth be heard. And here's the other crucial point that needs to be made is the aluminum being sprayed by geoengineering over decades caused the aluminum oxide to accelerate the
fires. These desiccants are accelerants that accelerate the fires, and that's why firemen have never seen these types of fires before. Heads up and on a swivel, plain truth out. Peace.
This is melted aluminum. This is melted aluminum.
I got all kinds of them. I got 6-foot long pieces at home that I collected. This is a metal pan that went through it. It didn't melt. That's because the heat of the explosions was right around 1400 degrees. This didn't melt. This did. They were explosions. They were not fires. You all talked about how extraordinary they were. And the Supervisor Gorin talked about it was just like they were 50 years ago. We had the same fires coming down from Calistoga, so forth, in Santa Rosa. It took, what, 2 days? This took 4 hours. They weren't the same at all. You've got to start facing reality here. You're wasting a lot of time and money. And whether this thing's going to happen again, it'll only not happen again if you decide and uncover who caused it. And I submit it was an attack on this county, so you wouldn't listen to Mary and I and others, hoping that you will hold Congress accountable for bankrupting this country under martial law 17243. Thank you for listening.
Picture. This is in Sweden, I think. You see the solar lens there, the sun simulator, the fake sun. They're doing it to us. All right, let's look at lasers. This is a video from a laser fire. Here, I'll put the sound on so you can hear it. But watch the way this thing moves. Watch how it advances out of nowhere on green brush, on wet vegetation. Look at it move. All right, so now let's go into a side of shop. This is what's called a Lichtenberg machine, and this machine carves laser on wood. And you can see how it's directed energies. It carves it extremely precisely on wood. The wood is treated with baking soda. In the real world, in the forest, we have aluminum oxide, the desiccants that are being sprayed from above to be the conductive material. But here you can see the hot fires just start out of nowhere. Now this is on wood, folks. These are in forests and whatnot, and you can see how it burns.
In the middle, that one right there is a big one right there. And now that's fire. It turned into fire right through that area. And you can see it crawling towards each other. And the end design is the most amazing thing that you can enjoy about this whole thing. If you see how it's crawling slow, that made the most beautiful marks right there. That's when I turned it off. So I went ahead and turned it off. Now I turned it off, and now I'm brushing more fluid on.
The wildfire season, unfortunately, has gotten off to a catastrophic start in California. This year alone, across the country, some 7,000 square miles have burned across at least 14 states. To put that in perspective, that's equivalent to about 300 Manhattan islands.
The heat of these wildfires has been so intense that these fires are creating their own weather. Clouds, rain, and even fire tornadoes, people. These twisting whirlwinds of flame and ash, dubbed fire-nados, that's right, or fire whirls, are putting firefighters and Mother Nature in a constant battle to gain control. Objects and debris are picked up in the whirl, sending them thousands of feet into the air and causing more surrounding fires, intensifying the wildfire. The fire isn't just spreading across land. The extreme heat and erratic winds shoot fire-nados into the sky. A fire-nado can be large enough to rip trees from the ground and even pull roofs off houses.
But in this case, it's the heat from the fire as well as the air temperature that causes these spinning vortices known as fire-nados. And they can be as narrow as a foot in diameter to as big as 500 feet in diameter.
I want to show you where these fires are. Because if you're like me, you didn't know that there were 14 separate fires. How did 14 separate fires start over such a wide area? You guys, this isn't normal. This is not how it works. These homes didn't fall. These homes didn't burn. These homes disappeared. There's nothing left. There's not even a toilet bowl or a bathtub. This is one of the cars or trucks or something that was in this fire, and you'll notice that the glass here, which has a melting point of between 2,600 and 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? We're talking forge, foundry, furnace temperatures to melt this glass. Glass does not melt on its own, guys. Open air fires do not create this kind of complete combustion of the materials, all right?
Trees.
That is the craziest.
Ever seen trees
thing
burn
I've
like
ever
this?
seen.
No one has.
It's hollowed out the tree.
On the inside, not on the outside.
Fire and
How do trees
Feldo,
burn from the inside and not on the
straight up the
outside?
middle of a tree.
It had to be directed energy weapons, folks. They torched the place with thousands and thousands of degrees, targeted certain areas, certain people, certain homes, certain businesses. Agenda 21, weather war terrorism.
That is nuts.
Yeah, there's hella fucking cars over there, dude.
Hey folks, welcome to another video from plaintruth.info. Here's more proof positive. Blue laser lights, which people are reporting. We've got now at least 3 separate cell phone smart cameras identifying blue lasers on video, 1 from a helicopter and 2 from handheld cameras, as you can see right here. This is proof positive. We're going to take this to the fire departments. We're meeting with fire people now. They know something was wrong, and they've seen the videos and all the directed energy comments, and they want to learn more, so we're taking this to them. You can take this video as well. We also have the Santa Rosa Planning Department papers back from 2016. The exact roadmap where the fires hit in the Santa Rosa area matched the planning rezoning for Agenda 21, stack 'em and pack 'em, green design, walking, no fireplaces kind of communities with density increases over 100%, planned on October 7th, 2 days before the fires. We have city council members and now the Sonoma Media Design Group, or Sonoma Media Group and the Sonoma Design Group. The Sonoma Design Group is the laser weapon companies organizations, and the Sonoma Media investments we'll get into that own the newspapers around here with Democratic lobby.
All these freaking fires are. Redevelopment. How many, these places, actually each one of these spots is a different fire. Wow. What is slated for redevelopment? Actually, Oregon's getting it bad too. This is Southern Oregon here. Put some place labels so you can see where it is. Yeah, it's bad. This is really, really bad. There's a war underway. Most people aren't even aware it's going on. They'll be told, oh, it's because of global warming. No, it's because of freaking, scumbags with agendas. And they publish their agendas. But, as you can see, all the evidence there is. I mean, that's the size of this thing. Holy crap, like this. The smoke is stretching like 3 states across.
This is up at the car fire, which is already entered Redding, California. And, look, we saw this phenomenon in the Santa Rosa fires. And trees do not burn from the inside out. They just don't. The only way you can do that is to superheat the inside, which you can do with a directed energy weapon or some very high-powered electromagnetic basically microwaving the thing to an extreme degree. If you look here, right behind it, there is some, a dead shrub, dry twigs, and, there's leaves on the trees. The tree itself has, pine cones and, dry twigs all over it, and those aren't burned. I don't see anything else burned in the immediate vicinity except the inside of the tree. If you're starting a campfire, you start with small dry twigs, kindling, and then it gets to the larger and larger thing. You need oxygen to get at it. How on earth does a large wet log wrapped up in, bark catch fire when nothing else around it has? This is all the proof you need of deployment of directed energy weapons. We are under attack.
And in the United States, they are creating climate refugees to herd us in to available housing after they have literally destroyed the housing that is available to us. And as we pointed out as we started this program, already showing why some homes will not be able to be rebuilt because of the unearthing of relics, ancient artifacts. This is going to expand. We're going to cover this locally. We're boots on the ground.
But I want to get this laser out, folks. This is what's the smoking gun, the smoking laser. Here it is right here. So proof positive. Let's spread the word, get it around, and let's stop this madness by education. First, it always starts with education. So please share. Thank you.
They are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.
Peace.